Ricky, Sacred Kingdom, arguably the best sprinter in the world, and steps out Sunday here in the sprint.
I expect him to run well again, just like he did last year.
Brett Prebble, what's he had to say about the horse's work this week?
Jockey Brett Prebble worked him 3 times after his last start, and he said improving every time. His last work he did this morning, he was really happy with him. He's full of life.
Is he getting back to his best?
Yeah, I would say so, yes.
And the draw, how much of an important role will that play for him?
Well, I mean, it's very, very competitive race. I think the draw plays an important part. I think I would rather have him in the middle.
When do you see him during the running? You know, what sort of pattern do you see unfolding here?
Mid division and cover and just save him until the last 300 like he did. You know, he enjoyed the run. He enjoyed that run.
It's quite a strong field. Where do you see his main dangers coming from?
Our main danger, obviously, I would say Rocket Man, and another stable mate is running the same race, Ultra Fantasy. I think he'll be very, very close again.
Patrick, Rocketman worked exceptionally well here this morning on the dirt.
Yes, I was very pleased with the workout. Felix was very pleased with the workout. He seems to have pulled up very good, and hopefully all goes well from here now, because I think that's his last bit of hard work he's going to do, and now it's just up to the race.
The smile on Felix's face this morning suggested that the horse is in great order.
Yes, yeah, no, he's, like I say, we couldn't be more happier with him. He's done everything. His prep's been good. Obviously he's been here a while now. He's adapted well. He could have gone off his feet, he could have gone off his water, anything, you never know. But he's come in here like a soldier and carried on.
His first start, he's probably flying under the radar a little bit at that price.
Yes, yeah, it was a bit of a shock to us as well, obviously, but you know, it's a home crowd, so they're going to go for their own favourites. It happens anywhere in the world, and I think he just showed that the form between him and Sacred Kingdom, he's lived up to it.
Where do you see his major threats coming from Sunday?
I always got a lot of respect for Sacred Kingdom. I think he's one of the top sprinters in the world, and I think it'd be him I'd respect the most.
Good luck.
Thanks ever so much.
Well, Lucky, JJ has obviously proved his form over in South Africa with several Group 1 wins, and he comes to Hong Kong this Sunday.
Yeah, he's running here on Sunday. Yeah, you know, unfortunately it was a long, well, not unfortunately, but it's been a tough journey, you know. 90 days quarantine, you know, it hasn't been easy. So I think the blessing we have with him is that he don't need to take, it doesn't take much work. So
he looks in great condition on the track. He's a big, powerful back-end horse.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is. You know, he's not a big-looking horse, but if you have a close look at him, he's very deep girth and very strong behind.
He's got a high international rating, so it suggests he's going to be very, very competitive here.
I presume he will be. Well, yeah, he's a high-rated horse. You know, if I didn't think he had the ability, I definitely wouldn't have taken the trip.
Barrier 8, is that going to suit him? Will he jump and run?
Look, he's got natural speed. So, yeah, I think Barrier 8 it's a fair draw. You know, everybody would like to get a bit closer to the fence, but I'd say it's acceptable.
Where would you see most of his competition coming from? It's a pretty hot field.
Yeah, look, I don't know these horses that well, you know. I mean, Rocketman is a good horse in Singapore, and basically my line is Sacred Kingdom, you know. I think, if my memory serves me correct, we met twice in the UK, and, you know, I beat him twice, so that was actually what lured me here. But, okay, this is his home ground advantage here.
Well, with 5 Group 1s, I'm sure he's going to give a really good account of himself.
Yeah, I'm positive about that.
Tony Hortensia, some beautiful work here this morning on the turf.
Yeah, she worked quite nicely. It's important for her to get another gallop on the course proper. She was a bit new to it on Sunday, and even so today she's was a little bit distracted by the surroundings, but I thought she worked quite nicely.
She had a little bit of a mishap the other morning with a cat running across the track in front of her and dumping Jake.
Yeah, it was something we'd rather have avoided if we could have, but unfortunately it happened, and the fortunate thing is that she's come through very well out of it, so doesn't seem to be any concern with her, and her work this morning was indicative of that.
So going forward to Sunday, you happy with where she's at?
Yeah, I am. You know, I think come Sunday she'll be spot on. New surroundings and all that's always a little bit different, but she'll have the blinkers on Sunday and she'll be pretty focused then.
Craig's in great form, coming off a great spring carnival in Australia, and just keeps riding winners.
Well, he's doing well in Japan too, so no, he'll be in great form and he'll be keen.
Confidence level?
Yeah, I'm confident enough. When you get to this sort of level, it's always tough, but she'll acquit herself well.
Where do you think most of the competition's going to come from?
Oh, the local horses. I think the fact that they don't have to travel and they've got that sort of advantage, it's a massive advantage. So, but the race should be run to suit, and I'd expect it to be finishing off solidly.
Well, Richard, Paco Boy, he's certainly travelled some miles this year.
Yeah, he has. He's getting very used to it now. He's been on planes before. He's been to America. He's been to France. He's been here. It's all pretty routine to him, and he takes it very well. He appears to have taken this trip especially well. I think he's loving the sunshine and the changing climate, and it'll probably do him a lot of good.
He's been one of the best milers in the world over the last couple of years now, and he's racing against the best.
Yeah, he has. He's been unfortunate to bump into Goldie Cova so many times this year, and when he's been beaten, I'm not making excuses for him, but there have been sort of situations that could have panned out better for us. He didn't turn very well in America and then stormed home. But yeah, he's been thoroughly reliable and a pleasure to be associated with.
The firm ground here on Sunday, will that suit him?
Yeah, a lot of his best form is on firm ground. He's won the Group 1, the Queen Anne at Royal Ascot, and that ground was probably firmer than this. He's got form on all sorts of ground, and I don't think we'll train him on it this week. We'll just use the dirt, and then race day he should be fine, no problem.
Ryan Moore's in outstanding form, coming off the international win last night at Happy Valley.
Yeah, he's an outstanding jockey, isn't he? And he's one we're very pleased to have on our side.
How do you see this race unfolding speed-wise?
Well, we were discussing it earlier on in the week. I'm not sure there's a whole load of speed. I think there's that. Is it Able One? There's a 6 furlong, or has been a 6 furlong horse. Yeah, but I mean, I shouldn't worry about speed. When you're racing for this sort of money, I'm sure there'll be some speed turn up somewhere, and he can handle it pretty much however they race. He can sit off the pace, on the pace, wherever you like.
If he was to win Sunday, is this potentially swan song before he goes off to stud?
Absolutely, yeah. This is his last run, and hopefully he will win and sign him off to stud, and he'll go out on a high, which will be fantastic for him and for his new owners.
His biggest danger, you think?
I think probably Safrisa ran a very good race in Japan, and would be one that we're frightened of. But if the figures are right and he runs to those figures, they say he will win. So let's hope.
I don't think anyone would begrudge Paco Boy a win here on Sunday.
No, absolutely. He's got a lot of following, a lot of followers, and he's a very, very popular horse. I'd certainly, for one, love to see it.
Gerald Americain looked impressive here this morning, his last bit of work prior to Sunday.
Yes, I'm pretty happy with him. We do 1800 on the grass, galloping on his own, and he's a lovely horse to ride. He do exactly what I ask him to do. So we just go, not a solid hard gallop, but just to make sure that he find his stride, and if he feels comfortable with the grass here. It's a bit different surface than Melbourne, so I believe it won't be a problem, but it was good to be on this morning.
He must be a very adaptable horse and a real professional, the way he can come back like this and travel so well.
Yes, well, he is mature. He's getting old, so he know his job. He travels very well. He's lovely to handle and to ride, so he's just waiting for the order. He's in a great shape, and we're looking for that.
Now, you know the track here very well. How do you think he'll handle it?
I believe the track won't be a problem for him. I think he's a better horse right-handed than left-handed, so I would say this will be on the good side. Distance shorter won't be a problem as well. He do very well in Geelong, and I believe it's a lovely horse. When we ask him to do something, he just reacts perfectly. The longer the better, but I will say a mile and a half won't be a problem.
Now, we haven't spoken since Melbourne. Has it all sunk in yet? It must have been a fantastic thrill for you.
Well, I believe this is a dream of every jockey in a career, to get a chance to get one Melbourne Cup for the Palmares. I believe nothing could be better than that. A few more years to ride only, so it was a perfect timing for me to get.
And some other rides for you Sunday and International Day?
Oh yes, I'm ride all of the big races and then 6 other rides. So I will be quite busy.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you, pleasure.